Hey everyone, so it's very early in the morning, although of course being El Paso, it's already very bright out. And we are heading to take my mom to a doctor's appointment. Even though it's early, it's already hot. And then we may take you all along with us to go grab something to make for lunch today, because when I come back I still have to finish doing today's schoolwork with the kids, and then we need something to eat. I hadn't seen that. Every time that I come out driving again, like into a different part of the city that I haven't been to in a while, I notice that they're building something else. And so the city's really growing, and I just noticed that like construction site there happening. One thing I have to say is that whenever we're like out driving early in the morning, especially during the week when everybody's like going to school, work, etc., I feel like we do have to be extra careful because first of all, there's a lot more traffic. And then at this hour, everybody's trying to get to work on time, or wherever it is that they're going for the day. This is usually a time where a lot of accidents happen. Okay, so we dropped off my mom, and this is actually going to be a pretty lengthy appointment for her, maybe close to an hour, because it's like one where they inject her eyes in it. Yeah, it kind of takes a while, but while we're doing that, we're going to go and try to find a hospital that Ren is maybe having to be admitted to soon, because we hadn't shared with you all, he may be having surgery soon. It's not supposed to be a super invasive surgery, thankfully, but it is a necessary surgery because we think it's what's been giving him a lot of the issues with discomfort and pain that he's been feeling in his body. So while instead of just sitting there waiting for my mom to come out, we're going to drive around and we're going to see if we can find the hospital. That way when it's time to go, he's not lost trying to find it himself. That is El Paso High School. I believe it's the oldest high school in the city. There are also a lot of people who say that it's haunted. I don't know, because I didn't attend there when I was growing up, but people over the years that have attended there say that a lot of really spooky things happen and they witnessed it themselves. Other than that, I think it's a beautiful building too. Okay, so we realized that the hospital's actually further up than where we are. We don't want to be going too far out because we want to be close by in case my mom's appointment runs shorter than expected. And that way we don't leave her waiting too long. But of course, what are we going to do? We're going to get coffee because we haven't had a chance to get coffee. We couldn't make some at home today. And we also haven't had anything to eat. So I think they have bagels and small things to eat here. So let's go do that now. I got you something different today because I couldn't find the flavor that you usually like. What the heck? Oops.
I need something in my stomach. Ooh, it's hot.
It is. They just made it.
Chorizo, that one's good.
Yeah. A few people have asked if we're going to be sharing more recipes, and then a few others have also asked more questions about our just regular, ordinary, everyday life, kind of behind the scenes stuff that we do. And so that's really the reason that we're doing this today, to kind of show you what it's like when we're just having like a very normal, ordinary day, and just taking you all along with us and showing you. And then I figured, since some have also asked for some of our recipes, today would also be a good day to share one of our favorite dishes to make, especially during the week when I have like schoolwork with the kids, because I need something that's like fast and easy to make, but that's also very filling and nutritious for them. And so today I think I'm going to make one of our favorite fast, easy recipes to make, and it's calabacitas with cheese and rice. And then I couldn't get the beans started this morning because I like to make my own beans. But I think I'm going to break down and get something that's already like pre-made just for today to show you all what the plate would look like. And then, yeah, that's basically what we're doing today. So it would be fun to kind of show you this other side of our life as well. So we're back here drinking our coffee. Waiting for my mom. We devoured that bagel. That was pretty good, right? So we're just sitting here waiting for my mom to be done with her appointment, drinking our coffee. And Renee and I were kind of like just reminiscing of our life together. And we've been together for over 20 years now, right? And so like, of course, him and my mom, thank God, they have a really good relationship. But we were reminiscing about how when we were like newlyweds, starting our brand new family, and just kind of like trying to build our life and whatnot, my mom was always a huge support system for us. And it didn't matter, like my mom didn't have much, but whatever little bit she had, she would always offer it to us, always. And she has been that way and has remained that way for us, even though, thankfully our life eventually started to get better and we need it less and less every time. But the thing is, like, my mom is that person, right? Like my mom helps, no strings attached. In any way that she can be there for you, she will. There were times where we struggled so bad. Like I said, starting a brand new family, not having very much. And I will never forget that, because I think that keeps you grounded and it keeps you humble. But I will also, along with that, not ever forget all the things my mom has done for us. And for me, just outside of even being like married and having a family of my own, just like as her daughter, she, and obviously like every relationship you bump heads here and there or whatever, but genuinely, my mom is a really, really kind person, and she's done her best, and she did her best raising us. And I don't know. We were just kind of like sitting here and like feeling really grateful for her, because she's been really good to us. All that to say that that's the reason why anytime that we're able to, we take her to her appointments, or like you all know now that Ren gets down to the kitchen really, really well, and he cooks amazing. So anytime, I'm also very appreciative of how much he considers my parents, because he doesn't have to, right? Like he can just do the bare minimum, but he doesn't. And it makes me a little bit emotional, because Ren really does more than he has to for my parents. I don't know. I think it's just a really beautiful thing and a blessing to have your partner get along with your parents, but also genuinely love them. So I didn't think I was going to cry. The funny thing is also like, I feel things very deeply, but I feel them so deeply that even if I'm listening to someone's story and it's very emotional, even if I don't know them and I see them cry, immediately I'm crying too. But it's a good day. These are happy tears. Okay, so my mom's finally out of her appointment. We're here driving up so I can go help her. So we're running later than expected. Picked up my mom. On the way to drop her off, we decided to get something to eat for hers, and so she wouldn't have to worry about it later, because her eyes are still kind of like not great after the procedure. And we figured we might as well get something to eat for the kids as well. So now that my mom's settled, we're on our way home to drop off lunch for them. and then we'll head to the supermarket to grab the ingredients to what's gonna be dinner now. We just passed what's the construction for the new VA hospital, and I can see it finally all coming together. They have been working on it for a while, but I feel like it'll be done soon. We are coming from the far east side of El Paso, and we're going all the way to the northeast, and I'll show you all right now where we're headed. You know, something else that it's like constantly in the back of our minds, one of our dogs, our oldest dog. He's turning 12 this year. He's a Chow and Lab mix. And he's just the sweetest dog, but he's been like the dog that's been with us the longest. And he's definitely getting older. And so about a week ago, one of the kids noticed that he was like shaking a lot. And it didn't happen again for a while. But then yesterday he started shaking again and we couldn't stop it. Now he didn't seem to be like in pain or discomfort. He was still kind of like responding to us. But today he's doing better. He's not shaking anymore and he's slowly drinking water again and eating. But I just feel like we're also getting to that point where he may very well soon, you know, cross over, because he's just an older dog. But it just breaks our hearts because he's been with us forever. He's been through so much with all of us. He really is like a part of our family. Oh, Meows. You're a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. The kids did get to do some work. Thankfully, my two oldest daughters took over and they did some math and some writing with them. They did some work. I still have to do something with them, but I'm probably going to do it later this evening because it's just like reading and stuff. But for now, we're sitting here and we're having our lunch. I had run out of like tacks and I couldn't find the stapler gun, the big one. So look at that. I'm feeling good because even though our morning was rushed and it felt like, I don't know, like I was not going to get everything done on time, we did. We got home, as I showed you all, we ate some Chinese food that we brought for the kids. That was our lunch. Took a little break, and then I managed to finish whatever was left for today's lesson with the boys, our youngest ones. And then I showered. And so now I'm going to make Ren and I an iced coffee. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to head out to get the ingredients to make a dish to show you all for dinner today. Going to a grocery store called Food King. We love to get a lot of the produce there because it's very inexpensive, fruits and produce and just other products in general. So that's where we're going to be heading today. Ren got a pretty rough cart. El Mexicano rice. This is what I'm going to use for our red Mexican rice. So I'm going to use tomato, like canned tomato sauce, and this El Pato sauce is so good because it also comes with jalapeno, so it gives it a really nice spicy taste. So I'm going to use this. This is one of the best melting cheese, queso Oaxaca. These are kind of small. I think one would be enough, but I'm going to take another one just in case. This is like a good option whenever you're like in a rush. They're ready, made. They also have rice already made. Nothing beats fresh, but we've actually tried this and it's not bad either. All this was $3. That's so inexpensive. It looks like it's gonna rain. Look at the clouds. It's already starting to sprinkle a bit. We got 4 of those, or cheese. I'm gonna put this in the fridge for now because I'm not gonna use it till the end. And then here's our rice. This is what I use to wash all my fruits and veggies. You never know who's touched it before you bought it. I do like to cut my calabacitas very small. It's just something I got used to because, again, when the kids were all little, I was always worried about them putting too much food in their mouths and having it be too big. So I just kind of like developed this habit of trying to dice my vegetables as small as I could possibly do it for their safety. Okay, so now I'm going to dice onion because I'm gonna use onion for both the rice and the calabazas. I'm gonna start making the rice now, but first I kind of want to have everything ready, so I'm gonna open up the cans. Okay, so I use this rice because it's like smaller in size, and in my opinion, it's like fluffier. So first I'm gonna add some oil because I do like to brown my rice. So I'm gonna turn this on, let the oil heat a little bit. Okay. So you wanna make sure that this gets a little golden brown before you add your tomato sauce and water and then the rest of the condiments. Okay, I'm gonna add onion. I'm gonna let this cook a little bit with the rice and then garlic last minute. Now we're gonna add the salsa. And I really like that flavor of the tomato sauce with the jalapeno from this. So I'm gonna add 2. Salt and black pepper, but I think it needs a little. I'm gonna stir it. Now I have the onion and the calabazas here. I'm gonna add a little bit of water because these actually don't need a lot of water and they cook really fast. I'm gonna add some water, some nor, chicken flavor. So this is like chicken bouillon, but the brand is nor. I'm gonna add some of this, a little tiny bit of salt, and then a little bit of pepper, and then I'm just gonna let them cook. I don't have a measurement. I just eyeball it, guys. Here I am gonna add a little tiny bit of pepper, and I'm gonna hold off on the salt because, like I said, the nor is pretty salty. I'll taste and I'll decide later. I'm gonna chop up the cilantro, and then I'm gonna wash some tomatoes, dice them up because I'm gonna add it to the calabazas, but I do add tomatoes and cilantro at the very end. There it is. And now I want to make a salsa macha. If you don't know what that is, it's got like dried chilies, it's got like some peanuts, some seeds in there. So I don't have peanuts, but I'm gonna go ahead and use these organic sprouted sunflower seeds from Go Raw. Here they are. I'm gonna like step out and experiment and use, instead of peanuts, I'm gonna use these big pumpkin seeds. Chile de árbol, some guajillo, some garlic as well. So let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna use a small pan and I'm gonna use olive oil. You honestly can use anything. You can use vegetable oil, avocado oil, whatever you prefer. I'm gonna use olive oil. I'm gonna put those in there for now so I can get my chile ready too. So I'm gonna start frying these real quick. And I'm also gonna check on my rice. Give it a little bit of a, The water fell in there. I love the smell of fried chilies and garlic and onion. In a little bit, I'm gonna throw in like the pumpkin seeds and the sunflower seeds. I'm gonna roast it all together for just a few minutes, and then I'm gonna put it in the blender and I'm just gonna like pulse a little bit at a time until it's all blended. I love this blender, my Vitamix. We've had it for 8 years, never disappoints. I've never used pumpkin seeds, but we're gonna wing it, guys. Here are the sunflower seeds. Oh my gosh, it's spicy. Okay, so the calabazas are practically almost done. And this is around the time where I add the tomatoes and the cilantro. Give it a really good mix. I'm gonna let this cook for just a few minutes and then I'm gonna add some cheese so it starts to melt. Okay, obviously, like I said, if you wanted to make your beans fresh, de la olla, I highly recommend that. I didn't get a chance to do that today, so this is the next best thing. So I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in the pot. I'm gonna add the beans. This brand is called De La Olla. This is a pasote. I don't know if you all remember, we got it from a market here in El Paso. And this has proven to be like almost like the secret to really creamy, delicious beans for us. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt, black pepper, onion powder, and then I'm gonna let these warm up before I start mashing them. I have it on high heat, by the way. Spinning this, unwrapping it, so I can start adding it to the calabazas. This sort of starts to like unravel like this. And then you just add as much as you want. Make sure that you're spreading it out as evenly as you're able to. Cover it. This is done, so I'm gonna turn it off and I'm just gonna let the steam melt all that cheese. See how creamy that looks? And I'm convinced it's the pasote because my beans, even when I make them fresh myself from the pot, they look, feel, and taste creamier. So I'm just basically gonna do this, mash them until I get the consistency that I want. Some people like to blend them. They'll put a little bit in a blender with a little bit of the juice and then, you know, pour it back in the pot when it's all blended up, but I just smash them up real good. See how it's starting to melt? So that's basically it. Now Ren and I are gonna taste it and let you all know what we think.
What's the proper way to eat this?
However you want.
I feel like doing this.
You can.
know, if this is not Mexican enough.
You can do that. So look at all that cheese.
Feel free to criticize my ways.
No, nobody's gonna criticize because that's the beauty about any food, right? You eat it, you enjoy it however the heck you want.
All right. How does that look?
Good. How's the salsa? I'm curious about the salsa.
Ooh, really good. Not as spicy at all.
As you thought? No, it actually, like when I first got it out of the blender, I don't know if it's because I had just blended everything and all the seeds. I left the seeds in the dried chiles. It was spicy in the beginning, but then I tried it again and it wasn't so bad. So quick and easy, super budget friendly, wouldn't you say? This is gonna feed our whole family and a few more. And it's also vegetarian friendly. Calabacitas, some beans. How's the rice? Yeah. I will say I'm never like super proud of my rice. I mean, it's all right, but it's not something that I feel I'm like great at making. So anytime that it comes out tasting really good and the texture is good, it's a win for me. There you go. Who forgot the crema? Next time, I definitely have to make the beans myself.
We'll do this. Oh. I like that burnt flavor in there.
That's the thing. That smokiness from the dried chile and then the seeds that I use. Now, if you use almonds or peanuts, I think it's so much better.
Okay, that's really good.
He was doubting me, you guys. He was like, what? You're gonna put what? No tomato, no onion, right, baby? No cilantro. But it's really good. Okay, so I think that this is gonna be the end for this video. Let us know what you think, because we are thinking of sharing a little bit more, like I said, of our everyday lives, just a regular day in our lives, showing a little bit more about our personal lives, I would say, with you all. And then on the weekends, we're still gonna go out and explore and try new restaurants and visit new local businesses.
And we're gonna do our videos that you are used to.
Yeah.
On the weekends.
So let us know what you think.
On the weekends.
On the weekends. Let us know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming along with us. As always, let us know where you're watching from, and we'll see you on the next video.